Hey friends, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make your rest days 10 times more effective as a dancer, as an athlete, so that you can come back to your training truly feeling rejuvenated, feeling stronger than you were before, prevent injuries, and prevent burnout. What's up guys, my name is Roxy. Welcome to the Yoga for Dancers YouTube channel. So I'm guessing if you clicked on this, you're a dancer who is feeling really sore, feeling worn down, it's been a week, maybe your body's aching and you want to do something to feel less sore, kind of stretch it out. But the power of this class, the real reason that you are going to be left feeling so blissful, light, relaxed, and rejuvenated is because this is a nervous system healing class. I want to teach you how to take your rest days from just resting to regulating. This is the big shift. This is the secret how I stay so healthy, stay energized, and I'm able to show up for all the things, all the dance classes, rehearsals, shows, everything, and prevent injuries and prevent burnout. And it all has to do with how I'm taking care of my nervous system on my days off. Because when we're resting, there's a difference between just laying around, you know, watching Netflix or doom scrolling on your phone. And are you really that restful? Do you really feel that rejuvenated afterwards? My guess is for a lot of you, you're gonna be able to relate to that, and you're like, yeah, I don't actually feel that rested, and I'm still always feeling like I have to, like I'm just trying to recover all the time. Like if you feel exhausted by life, this practice is for you, okay? We're gonna make this shift from just resting to regulating by taking care of our nervous system, because our nervous system, specifically our autonomic nervous system, controls all of the daily functions in your body. And it's also the same nervous system that is responsible for either putting you into fight or flight and that sympathetic activation, or rest and digest and that parasympathetic grounding regulated state. So when we're dancing, guys, we're actually in sympathetic response. We're actually in that like fire mobilization state where we're getting blood flow to the muscles, their heart rate is up, the endorphins, adrenaline's going, like we are in that fiery like attack mode, like let's do the thing. So it's not necessarily a bad nervous system state. It's very fucking helpful actually, but it's not helpful when we get stuck there and when we don't take the time to consciously shift back into our parasympathetic state. Our parasympathetic state is where all the magic happens, where we are able to build the strength, where we are able to adapt and come back stronger, where we are able to recover and replenish, because your body has its magic to heal itself, to rebuild itself, to adapt. From everything that you did in dance class, your body learns and it comes back stronger. You come back stronger and more flexible if you are taking care of your nervous system right. When we're in our rest and digest parasympathetic state, that's when our digestive system goes full function and we're able to absorb all of the nutrients that our body needs from our food. Our immune system is on its peak, you know, operation. Everything on a cellular level is working on repairing itself. So all your muscles that are really sore, your muscle fibers are being rebuilt. You know, your body is recovering and replenishing itself, and this state is so, so important, but a lot of times we're not actually getting into it, even on our rest days. The important shift that I want you to make as a dancer is that on your rest days, you don't just want to be resting, you want to be regulating. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. All of my favorite techniques, from movement, breath work, sound, vibration, sensory input, the language of yoga, and the way that it talks to our brain and our nervous system to tell it to shift out of stress, sympathetic reaction into parasympathetic rest, digest, recover state. It's like a love language to the brain, a love letter to your nervous system, if you will. That's what this class is, so that you can make a full recovery and come back stronger tomorrow, okay? You're gonna need a ball. We're gonna be doing a little bit of myofascial release for your psoas and your piriformis. So go ahead and grab that and come join me on the mat. Let's take care of our nervous system. So we're just gonna start here, taking a nice comfortable seat. Starting with a few breaths in through the nose. Exhale to sigh. Settling into the moment, We'll begin with a little spiral of the spine. Really gentle. This doesn't need to be the most intense, exaggerated spiral. But the nervous system really likes that flow, that kind of wave-like spiral. So we're gonna take these circles here. I'm gonna let you feel into what feels good, like how big do you want them. Placing your hands on your knees and switch directions. In this practice, especially if you're sore, I want you to give yourself permission to embrace less is more, that you don't need to take the deepest stretch you've ever stretched right now unless it genuinely feels good for your body. And sometimes gentleness and subtleness can be just as powerful. So bringing the hands up to the shoulders, we're just start to run the hands down, the arms just gently tracing along the skin. Giving your body that connection. Super helpful. We're going to draw down the right arm and up the outside. Down the inside, up the outside. It helps your brain connect with your body, especially if you've been feeling spacey or out of it or dissociated. You need that guidance, that sensation that guides our brain back into that mind-body connection. Same thing, other side, drawing down, drawing up. And this is where sensual movement is so healing, because sensual doesn't just mean like sexy, but it means connecting us with our senses, especially in that sense of touch, and using sensations, as I was saying before, as that language directly communicating to the brain and the nervous system. Beautiful. We're going to come to the heart and just do a few little circles here. Tuning in. Stretch the arms up. Exhale down through the center. Beautiful. Coming to a little double stag here. We're going to bring our left hand behind the head. We're going to open up. Exhale, take a twist, drawing that elbow in. You want to think elbow towards the right hip. Taking a nice contraction here. Inhale, open up. Exhale, spiral in. Two more, inhale, open up. Beautiful. Bring that right elbow down. We're going to take this left arm for a circle and move our spine with this. So as this circle sweeps forward, I'm going to tuck in the pelvis, drop my chin to chest. You'll feel a nice stretch through your quads, your hip flexors, and then as we inhale, arching, opening up. Okay. So finding this flow with your breath. Syncing up movement with the breath. Beautiful. Pressing up. And now we're going to straighten this left leg, bend this right leg in, moving through a little flow. We're going to bend forward, reaching over that left leg. And then on the inhale, we're going to sweep this right arm back and press up onto the right shin and knee arch. Exhale, melting back down, reach. Inhale, flowing up. We're moving our body like a wave here. Melting on that exhale. Uplifting through the inhale. This time, you can go ahead and pause in that rest, in that stretch for a moment. Breathe into your back body here. Feeling that expansion of your breath into the back of the ribs. We have 60% of our lung capacity back there, so really use it. Come on up. Switching sides, gentle double stag. Right hand behind the head, open up. Spiral in. Open up. Gentle, let your movement quality be like a wave. Beautiful. Left elbow down, finding that circle. Contract, or I should say curve inward, chin to chest, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, open. Beautiful, coming up. Same thing, right leg bends, left leg, or right leg straightens, left leg bends. We melt. On the inhale, we sweep up. Press the hips up. Our intention here is gentleness, not intensity. What we're doing, as you'll find through this practice, is we're moving from the physical body with a little bit more movement. We're going to slowly move into the subtle body, make our movements more subtle, focus on the meditative aspect. And that's the best formula I've found, is start with the body, and shake off any stagnant energy, pause and melt here, to prime your mind and your nervous system to really drop into a deep restful state. So that we're not just going from 100 to 0 all of a sudden, but we're taking that slow drop inwards. Beautiful, come on up. We're gonna come down to the floor here, hugging the knees into the chest. You can give yourself a little rock side to side. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let the knees drop to the left, and then I'm gonna let my head continue with that roll. I'm gonna roll all the way across my forehead till I'm looking behind me. And then I'm gonna roll back to the center, same thing. We roll and the head keeps turning. Just go wherever it feels comfortable. This is our movement here, rocking side to side with that continued twist through the neck. Using your arms to gently push you side to side. One of the most soothing exercises that there is. I feel like this move should be called the true happy baby. Ooh. And one more each side. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna prepare to go into shoulder stand. So you can either just do legs up and stay here, or if you would like to go into a full shoulder stand, go for it. We're just gonna take a moment of inversion here. The nervous system really loves this kind of pose. This pose is often called the fountain of youth. It's so good. It's so good for your heart, so good for your brain. Because we're compressing the neck, we're putting gentle pressure on our vagus nerve, which is the main nerve associated with controlling what state we're in. It's kind of the nerve superhighway of the body. So this gives it kind of that gentle pressure that tells it to shift deeper into relaxation. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Gently rolling back down, and let that take you into a rock up so that you can grab your ball to rock down. And then come here into a bridge pose, or not, we're not going into a bridge pose, but as if you were gonna bridge pose. We're gonna place the ball underneath our left glute here, and then we're gonna let that left knee fall open. You can kind of adjust to where you want that ball, and we're doing a little myofascial trigger point release for the glutes and some of our deeper internal muscles. So as long as the ball is not on bone directly, you can't really go wrong here. So you might want to roll around, kind of find like, where are the tender spots that feel really tense or feel like, oh, wow, tight. And see if you can allow your muscle to drape around the ball, and really think about letting your pelvis, letting your leg. Oh my God. Excuse me. Letting those be really heavy. And using your breath to facilitate that too. I want you to bring your hand actually down to your belly. And one hand to the bottom part of your rib cage and one towards your belly to feel that expansion of the breath. We want to feel that the breath is moving down into the body rather than staying kind of high and shallow up in the chest. And we'll be breathing in and out through the nose, keeping your mouth closed. Try to let it be really slow and effortlessly soft. You can imagine inhaling, expanding downward, flooding this part of your body with that prana, that life force energy. And with each exhale, you melt a little bit deeper. Your muscles let go a little bit more. You sink closer to the floor. To follow your instinct here. A little bit of movement feels good. You can always pause at one spot, breathe there, really lean into it, and then find a new spot once that spot feels complete. This is one of my favorite myofascial release spots. It really is so great, whether you're sore, or I'll do this sometimes even before I dance, because I feel like it really primes my hips for being more open and just feeling more loose. It targets a lot of muscles that sometimes are difficult to stretch, and so stretching kind of doesn't usually do that much for them. So you have to get in there deeper. One last breath on this side. And we'll roll back. To do the same thing on the other side under the right glute, and let that knee fall open. Oof, wow. You might notice a difference side to side. I'm definitely feeling that my right booty is like a lot tighter. So again, you might have that initial like tighten up of your muscles. And the trick here, the journey, is to use the breath to soften them, to have them kind of surrender into draping around that ball and releasing tension, and to have like that total decompression. Inhale, draw that breath down towards the hips. Exhale, soften, let go. Where can you allow yourself to drop closer to the earth? Let your affirmation be, I'm safe to let go. I'm safe to release, soften, surrender, and just be. Sinking deeply into that truth that rest is sometimes the most productive thing you can do. And there's no need for guilt of taking this time to really tend to both your body and your mind here. Back up, place that ball to the side. You can let your knees just fall open for a second. And I don't know about you, but like, ooh, my hips feel very open. It feels really good. Use your hands to bring them back up, and let's extend the legs out. We're gonna hug that right knee in for a second. And then let it come out to the side to our right elbow crease. Reaching that left arm up. I want you to feel that length through that left side from fingertips to toes. Breathing into that left hip and really anchoring it. Don't let yourself roll off to the side here. Exhale, taking that right leg across the left side, coming into a twist here. We're gonna do a really yummy little twist sequence here. So I'm going to reach this right arm down, across the body towards the left arm, up overhead, reaching above, thinking about lengthening away from your pelvis, and then exhale, letting yourself open back up to that twist. So I'm trying to, once I bring this arm across, see how I'm keeping my hand connected to the floor the whole time as I trace this circle. That's what we want. Inhaling forward, reaching up and away. Exhale out to the side. Last one. Moving now to one of the most therapeutic breaths for our nervous system is our bumblebee breath, which is going to be essentially doing an om, but keeping your mouth closed. So it's going to be more of a hum, like this. And we're vibrating our whole nervous system and setting this deep release through the whole body. This is one of the best things you can do if you're feeling stressed. We're going to syncopate that with movement too. Inhaling the right hand over to the left, unite them. Exhale, we do our bumblebee breath. Moving that arm back to the twist. Inhale over. Exhaling that full breath to bring it all the way back. Don't be shy. Really let those vibrations happen. Last one, inhale. Inhaling, bring the hand over. We're gonna just roll, keep going until we're on our stomach here with the right knee out to the side. Little half frog pose here. Take a deep breath, deep breathing into the belly. Let it go. Hands come by the sides. We're gonna just press up. Go as high as feels good for your hips. Exhale, come down. Grabbing that ball again. We're gonna bring it underneath our left hip here. So like just on the inside of our hip bone here. So if I were to roll to the side, here's where the ball would be. My hip bone is here. I'm gonna go right inside here. And then lay fully on that ball and let my body weight again sink into it. If it feels good, you can lift up here onto your forearms, and we're trying to get into our psoas muscle. So really anywhere in here is fair game. You can bring this right leg out too. Sometimes I like to use it as a little bit of a like push against the floor to help me get into my left side psoas. This is the muscle that really holds a lot of that emotion. So you want to be slow and gentle here. This might be a really tender area. So I'm going to take your time and again, just be with it, using the breath, using that visualization of the hips, being really heavy towards the earth to drop around that ball. This can help with a lot of back pain, a lot of hip pain is doing this exercise. If you're feeling really tight and locked up, this can help with your back bend mobility and just so many good things. If you're really sore from dancing, it's likely that your hip flexors are really sore too, because especially the psoas is just used in so many movements. Pretty much every movement in dance is going to use this muscle somehow. So you get really overworked. Subtle movements, tuning into what you feel in this area and moving that ball. Like we're trying to get in there, trying to massage this area. You can go down a little bit closer to the leg. You can also go a little bit more up. While you're here, just make sure that you're not clenching your jaw or either of your glutes. Sometimes other muscles can kind of tighten up when we're getting into tender places, so consciously just relax. Beautiful, let's take that ball out, and we're just gonna roll back the way we came to do this all on the other side, or drawing that left knee into the the chest here. Give it a little rock. Letting it fall to that left elbow crease. Reaching the arm up. Right arm. Finding a little bit of length from fingertips to toes and breathing intentionally into this right hip. As you exhale, take this left knee across to the right side, coming into a twist here. We're going to find that same circle through the arm, reaching down, across, tracing up, and out. Moving with the breath. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. 2 more. Taking our bumblebee breath. Inhale, left hand to right hand. Exhale. Last one. Rolling onto the stomach. Gently pressing up. Nice. If you're yawning at all, it's a sign your nervous system is starting to decompress. Grab that ball, placing it right under that right hip, lowering down onto it. Again, anywhere, pretty much all in here is fair game. Just follow what feels good for your body. Or maybe might not feel so good, might feel really tender, but if you find a spot that feels really tight, I want you to pause there and like breathe and see where you can soften and lean into it. I invite you to close your eyes here and let this be an internal experience. Really tune in to the subtle sensations in your hip here. Whew, y'all, there's the right side is feeling it. Give her 2 more breaths. kind of take that ball out. I want you to just lay here for a moment. You can gently let your hips like rock side to side, or let your pelvis be heavy. Breathe into your belly, breathe into your low back. Let's take a gentle cobra. That's so good and open. Let's dive back down and roll back. Bringing yourself down to our Shavasana here. And we're going to do one of the best exercises to like really reset your nervous system. Nervous system, like I said, really loves rocking, shaking, like wavy motions, and this is one of the best things. So you're going to just basically kind of rock on your ankles here, almost like going into a point, and then flex, like a really limp pointed flex, and let the rest of your body just go limp and kind of just be rocked and jiggled a little bit with this. With this, we're gonna bring some nice cleansing breaths. So I want you to sigh and like let the sigh be a little bit vocal too. Like a So I know it sounds funny, but it's gonna feel really good, I promise. Just a little rock. Just letting our body be the intelligent, natural, organic being that it is. I'm gonna keep going for one more breath here. And you can let it stop, let yourself be still. Oh, it's like my body wants to keep going. But just lay here and let yourself just feel. Breathing softly into the belly, letting the legs and the hips, everything be comfortably heavy. Let go, soften. Allowing the muscles of the face to soften, the jaw to soften. Imagine you're floating on a cloud, completely effortless, weightless. Feeling your body hum, that gentle vibration of vitality, ease, and safety. You're safe to completely be here. Breathing into the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Like there's a warm glow seeping in through these energetic centers of your body, the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Inhale, draw that prana in from these places, up the body, to the top of the head, and as you exhale, imagine that energy moving back out. Like your body is the shore and your breath is the wave, rolling in as you inhale, in and up from the feet and the hands, up the legs and arms to the top of the spine. And exhale, lazily, effortlessly rolling away, like a lazy ocean shore. Feeling this wave of prana, like this energetic massage, smoothing out any kinks, any blockages, any stuck energy in your body as it washes in and out with your breath. Letting each wave of breath bring in a clearing, detoxing, renewing, refreshing energy. That every cell in your body is going into that cell renewal. Your muscle fibers are being rebuilt stronger and more adaptable than before. Your nervous system is gaining its capacity for strength, flexibility, endurance, and power. And your brain is integrating all of the movement pathways that you may have learned or explored this week. Feeling that gentle hum of aliveness, that even when you are laying here doing nothing, your body is working miracles, is regenerating, and coming back stronger and better. And that all you have to do to help that process along is to be here and enjoy relaxing. How beautiful is that? All you have to do is let yourself feel easeful, feel blissful. No guilt about resting. This is so, so important. Take one last breath. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale. Begin to wiggle those fingers and toes. Letting your arms come up overhead for a nice feel good, juicy stretch. Oh my God. Finding any movement that feels good here for a moment. Knowing that your body will continue its process of healing, regenerating, rolling to one side. To press yourself up, centering in on the heart. Again, knowing that the rest of your day, you are going to be regenerating, healing, renewing, coming back stronger. And just sending some gratitude to your body for the miracle that it is and the miracles that it can perform. to adapt and to renew. Namaste, my friends. Thank you for practicing. So proud of y'all for taking care of your nervous system. Use any of these practices in your daily life. Not all the times we have a whole hour to practice, so you can always take 5 minutes and do one of the breathwork practices or any of the somatic techniques to just help shift into a more relaxed state in the little in-between moments. So thank you for practicing. If you enjoyed this video or you know another dancer who may benefit from some nervous system care, please send it to them, and please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel so that I can keep creating more content for you guys, and follow me on Instagram for more Yoga for Dancers content. And I will practice with y'all soon. Mwah!